Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another um, coding. Not so every day until I get the job. Um, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure on how to make this, but the title isn't. Yeah, but hi, hello, Islam and Muki, welcome. Um, the title is not clickbait. The um, how would I don't know how to start this, to be honest, but I I think it was a month ago. I was scrolling on LinkedIn. Yes, finally. But there is a catch because it is no. So okay, how do I explain this? So it is well, it's how to explain it. So last month, I think early February, I applied to a role on LinkedIn that was relatively new in the sense that it's just posted like 24 hours and I was filtering the time and I was filtering the time and location and I got that uh job description. It was for a remote role as a UI UX slash front end. So I did apply it. I got a reply. I did an interview. I think I mentioned it a few weeks ago. But yeah, it turns out after I think around 2 weeks pass, and it's they mentioned that I am accepted, and but they need to wait because they need to do some paperwork, blah blah blah, all that stuff, and yeah, and it's just I don't know. I feel weird, but there's a catch that this is still a part-time work. It's not full-time yet, so it's still part-time. But it's still a dev job, and yeah, it's mostly UI UX slash front end. And I still felt unreal. I had the onboarding yesterday. I got email. I got invited into like the repo. I got my first task, all the software and tools used. But yeah, so yeah, I thank you for everyone that uh has been here since the beginning. And um, okay, I am just grateful for everyone that had helped me and sticking by. And I don't know. I feel weird. The thing is, I've been doing this for so long that it became a habit. At the same time, I feel weird in the sense that oh my god, I don't know what to do, to be honest. But even though it's still part time and it's not full time yet, I don't mind it because it's the first step. So I don't know. I don't know. I still want to stream. I still wanted to do stuff, but I guess I I don't know what to do. I was thinking of making some sort of like is there like a live voting free web app, or maybe we can vibe code one. I don't know, man. It's just that I think what I want to do, right? I don't know. Um, the thing is, I still want to continue the game because we put a list, and I think I still have the early notes from the very early days of doing it. Man, I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna mess this thing up, but at the same time, I'm excited. It's still a part-time role, so I understand that it's not really full-time, and uh but it's the first step, and I really don't mind. But if I remember correctly, I think we did um I think coding every job search, coding every time I get a job. So okay, we still haven't made a coding video while baking brownies, so I think we should do that. But yeah, we had a stream goals and chat goals when I first started. The first is once I get my paycheck, I'm gonna donate to open source. And the one that I want to have list for now is OBS. Do you guys have any? Oh, and then free code cam that has been helping me improve my JavaScript, everything. We should probably continue this again, right? Because it's fun. The thing is, I'm interested in learning this Python because the new role is mostly front UI UX and front end, but most of their tech stack and APIs is in Python. So I guess I could procrastinate and try to relearn Python again just so that I could understand like the tech stack for the company better. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still not sure on what to do next. Okay, we still got the some bots. Oh, we got followers. Mr. Goodman here. I don't know. I mean, I want to make more tech stuff and long form video, but I've been procrastinating. I've made some scripts for that, but that's haven't been very nice. And I think at the same time, I still want to continue and learn how to make 2D. I mean, we just like it's a few days ago we installed a Libre Libre Sprite, to make like the 2D art. So I think I'd love to continue that. And but at the same time, we still have a lot of stuff that we want to do as well. Here, for example, oh no. Streaming tracking log. Okay, so we still have a lot to do. Like for example, we're making the game. We already have some ideas and stuff, but I don't know. It felt weird. So yeah, it is still part time and not full time, but man, at least it's something. Yeah. So to be honest, yeah, like I mentioned, the I had the interview on like February, but haven't gotten a response until like the mid, and then after that, they need to sort of like, I don't know. They mentioned that they need to ask their lawyer and all the financing stuff, and they have to wait, and then yeah, I I don't know. I really want to mess this up. I really want to do a good job and be better at this, but yeah, it's mostly, or at least it's mostly gonna be UI, UX, front end, JavaScript. They mentioned that they will be using Vue, but one of the very first tasks that they're given is for me to help fixing the docs, and they were using Docusaurus. I've been reading and watching a couple videos about it, but I think if I stream on making Docusaurus and understanding more about it, I think that would be fun and interesting. But at the same time, we're still on schedule on making the game as well. So I already have the concept. We tried to making like the 2D art yesterday, a few days ago, but it still sucked terribly. I think I really need to update my pixel art and learn more. But oh my god, okay, I don't know. But yeah, the tech stack they're using is Vue, so I'm guessing I need to learn Vue. I actually did learn Vue by myself using Scrimba, and I accidentally paid. I need to cancel that. Okay, but yeah, I guess I need to start learning Vue, and then Docusaurus, because one of the very first tasks was to help create documentation, and the documentation is made using Docusaurus. I hope this is not something that it's not. I'm not like leaking anything. It's just I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm really looking forward to it, and yeah, man. So I think I don't know. I'm scared. Okay, this is not diet. Age shift. What is this? Oh, it's for making WordPress. Okay. Is there no get started? Okay. Is it the doc? Okay, this is the example doc. So this one looks very nice. So I guess we could customize Docusaurus to at least look like something like that. Sura. Wow, this looks very nice. Quick start. Okay, so how to build the TDN? Oh, okay. Hasura enables. No. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need to learn all of that for the role. So I think it should be fun. Ooh, even React Native using Docusaurus. To React, okay, how to use the docs in start, prerequisite to work with native, interactive. Oh, how did they have the interactive one? Is it like a plugin or wow? Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Export to embed run React Native project. Okay, people from many different iOS web development be found with this concept. Menu path are written in bold. Okay. React Native is an open source. Okay. But I guess once again, I want to thank everyone for joining me with this streaming thing. I feel like it has been, I don't know, it's just been very, very fun doing it, even though it's depressing once I reached like day 100 and realizing, oh, holy shit, this is getting like 3 months without any of that. But I am super grateful for everyone that's sticking by and joining and subscribing and helping me with answers, helping me with. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. Like, to be honest, I guess we should just learn more regarding the tech stack on the job. Well, also, what do you use to stream the camera? I am using a webcam. It's a cheap Chinese webcam I bought on Amazon for like 15 euros, I think, or like 10 to 15 euros. What is this? Faults? I've never really. Okay. Fall. This is new. Oh, this looks like. There's Bahasa Indonesia? Ads is crazy. Is it like famous? Penuturannya kamu jauh saya fall. Tulisannya di mana misalkan tulis fikir. Seriously? That's so cool. I didn't know that Bahasa Indonesia would be chosen. That's cool. Is it made by? I've never heard of fall before. That is so cool.
Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com.
Of course, it's 6 years ago. Okay. I think what we can do right now is actually, should we postpone the game making and create the blog with Astro? What do you guys think? Because I think I want to make. So currently, my personal site is just a very simple single page. It's just HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It's hosted in GitHub Pages, and it's literally just like 4 or 6 files. And I really want to change it to Astro because I've been making Astro for the past like I think 2 3 weeks for like the website static site. It's very good. Uh, so I think I'd like to migrate this to using Astro and using like Cloudflare, I guess, because I think this is also yeah, this page is also cached on Cloudflare, and I think it's about time that we make some blogs. We're adding some. So I have a gallery page here, but it's all messed up, and I kind of really wanted to fix that as well. So I think with Astro it would be nice because I think I just read the latest that they have. So okay. So first of all, let's migrate from vanilla to Astro, and then update the gallery page, and then add more projects, and then create the static blog. And then some content ideas that I want to make is probably list gear and tech I use. Maybe that's a nice blog title. And I think, you know what? Is there any like no, okay. An app for an app where a creator could create a vote for content. Like, I think since we have the GitHub and we have amazing people like you guys, I think we should vibe code or okay, to be honest, my idea is that we have a Kanban, and in the Kanban I could ask people to wrote some video ideas, and then you guys could vote for it. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is that a good idea or no? Okay, it's the Groot one. Okay, Groot. Okay, I think. Wait, I can use Notion for that? Okay, Patreon, Walling. Oh, what is it called? Visual Walling. Okay, let's check Walling. I mean, I just want something fast and free if it's possible. Behind this video, Walling is back about which helps your organization present your work. Okay, is this like a dash? Okay, more than just a board of cards. This actually looks pretty nice. Okay, of course it has to be AI. Unlimited bricks and wall sections of the wall to integrate on this. Okay. So I think what I want to do is probably fix the gallery, yeah? Fix the gallery, add some more projects, and yeah, probably fix this to a much better representation. I'm not a student anymore. Well, technically, well, it's a bit complicated, but okay. I think what we can do is that gear and tag I use, I wanted to start writing that as well. So writing so we did AI slop engineering. Or you can share on Discord. Okay, let me check if the I don't know if the Discord link is correct or not, but let me fix it if it's broken. I am going to learn SQL and boot to FS equal to whole. Okay, okay, Prime. How to create beautiful. Okay. Let me know or check check it on. You can share it through the Discord, but I want to check if the link is still the correct one, or is it the wrong one? Okay, we have 6 online, 20 members. That's good. I think we should improve. Okay. I think we should improve how we make the community as well, right? So showcase your portfolio. So we have a channel, showcase portfolio. So share your portfolio and some other stuff. I think okay, that's it. I need to be able to. Oh, wait, is it deleted users? So you can join the Discord. This is the link, and wait, let me try to copy the link. You can share it into there. Okay, I guess let's. I don't know. I think I still wanna continue the game, but I also want to make the website. But I think we can continue the game. So I think what we can do is, what can we do actually? How Jetpack Joy was programmed.
I started messing around with prototyping a cave flying game. Essentially like riffing on
Oh my
the
god, is he a creator? Well, let's watch him, man. What? If this is the creator, then yeah, let's do it.
Yes, after I designed Fruit Ninja,
He designed Fruit Ninja as well. Okay, yeah, we're gonna watch him.
Pack Joyride as well. This video took a long time to make because there's just so much good stuff here. Old concept sketches, photos of the team, screenshots of cut features, a lot of which has never been seen by anyone outside of Halfbrick. It's a lot to fit in, but I'm going to give it my best shot. If you haven't seen the How I Designed Fruit Ninja video, let me quickly set the scene. It was 2009, and I was running a small team of 7 at Halfbrick Studios. Thanks to the global financial crisis, the whole studio was in a precarious position, and to top it off, the last game I had designed sold like absolute garbage. So we had an ultimatum. Our team had 12 months to make 300k or we were all out of a job. And in Australia in 2009, there wasn't exactly much chance of getting a games job anywhere else. The majority of games studios in Australia had shut down, or they were on the ropes, just like us. So our team started working on 2 games at once, both for the iPhone. We figured making 2 games gave us 2 chances at success. One of these games was Fruit Ninja, and spoiler alert, Fruit Ninja saved
I have posted. Okay, cool. Let me check.
jobs.
Okay, I found the link. Let's hope it's not malware and you're not trying to hack. Ooh, okay. Please don't try to hack me because I still don't have the money yet. But okay, let's see. Remy. View as Gen Z, view as Boomer. Oh, I like that. And it's using Svelte. Ooh, okay. Let's view it as a Gen Z. Oh my god. Oh. Can you play around with the... Okay. Can we like chaos mode? Oh my god. Okay, I like it. Oh, real baby, please do not. Oh my god, I like this. I like it. Okay, wait. This is the cleanup mode, and this is the notebook mode. Okay. The website just crashed. Okay, wait. The browser just crashed. What happened? Uh, that's not good. Okay. We can close the Obsidian, okay. But we're definitely gonna donating to OBS and FreeCodeCam. The art just crashed. I do not know why. Did you put malware there? I don't know why does it crash the browser? Um, that's not good. Is it because there's too much tab open? Okay, let's view as boomer. Oh my god. Okay, this one is cool. I like it. Wow. Okay, I like it. Wow. Okay, it's what can we do here? Can we start? I couldn't go to Internet Explorer. Oh, this is nice. I like it. Is it an actual browser? This is very cool. How do you make it? Is it on your GitHub? Okay, it refuses to connect. Can we search mine? It can. Okay, it's an actual browser. That's cool. Can you open something else? That is so cool. Okay, what can we do here? Can we do ls? Uh, pw. Okay, I don't know the ms-dos command. This is so cool. How do you make it? Okay, but it refuses to go to other page. Is it because Internet Explorer is not okay? Retro US and Gary. Who's Gary? This is very cool. I like it. But we couldn't see it and very cool. I love it. I want to make something similar in your like the Gen Z and the Gen Z one because the but I was hoping to make something like that where it's just a bunch of stuff, but you can move it around, you can type, you can draw. Maybe that's really cool. I like it. Is it on GitHub? Did you land a job? Okay, I wanna Jetpack Joyride. Yes, I wanna watch the video so I can at least know a little bit before I make that simple game that should have just been vibe coded anyways.
After I designed Fruit Ninja, there wasn't exactly much
Oh shit.
to make 300 our jobs, tie-ins, rip-offs, skits, and parodies. But Fruit Ninja wasn't our only bet. It was such a huge hit that it's kind of easy to forget the other game. A game that actually did pretty damn well in its own right and would eventually become the backbone of Jetpack Joyride. That game was Monster Dash. So much Jetpack Joyride's DNA is owed to Monster Dash that I think it deserves its own little chapter.
So yeah, the one that I want to make is similar to that, but instead of using guns or jetpack, I want it to be sword because I was inspired by Zoro, Frodo Noah Zoro from One Piece. So I finished it. I'm proud of it. What do you know? It looks fine. It looks amazing. How many times are searching? So okay, so I have this job hunter Google Sheets. I didn't really do every single application. Not every application I put here, but the last one is around 750, but this is the one that I put here. So I guess there's still a lot of application that I didn't put here. So I'm guessing it's around 800 total, around 800 application. So the statistics and the function is not really correct. Like for example, I got around 8 interview out of those 800s and got this one role. So 1%. And 1 acceptance. So is it okay? Wait, yeah, let me ask my. Let's do. New chat. Okay, so I think it's around your tools. What the fuck is this? Code interpreter. Okay, I applied for 800 jobs. Got 8 interview and 1 acceptance. What's my percentage stats? So the thing is, yeah, I didn't always put it on the on here, but yeah. It was nice. It was, yeah, my interview rate is 1% and acceptance rate is 0.125. Yeah, that's it's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh my god. That is not good. Not good at all. I still want to. But maybe different title. Like for example, the last thing that we did was wanted to make a game, right? So I guess right now, since it's inspired by Jetpack Joyride, we have the creator himself, so.
We were going to make an endless runner in the style of Adam Saltzman's fantastic Cannibal. And just like add monsters and guns? This is not exactly a super inspired idea. It's much more derivative than the starting point for Fruit Ninja.
And it's only slightly disappointing after the success of Fruit Ninja to see the studio playing it so safe.
But this was on purpose. Fruit Ninja was actually a Hail Mary, a risky bet, which is kind of hard to imagine now given how well it all worked out. But Monster Dash was our safe option. After all, at the time, we were literally fighting for our jobs, our careers, and the studio. So we were being as strategic as possible, trying to give ourselves the best odds of still being employed during a global economic crisis. These are the first prototypes Joe Gatling and I made for Monster Dash. Compared to the Fruit Ninja prototype, which was basically like one and done, we actually did a bunch of iteration on the Monster Dash prototype, doing lots of experiments with the sizes of everything and how to generate levels. For the theme, again with the idea of hedging our bets, we decided we should use an existing IP and base the game around Barry Steak Fries, from one of Half-Brick's previously successful games, Age of Zombies.
Oh my god, so he's
The
been.
character of Barry Steak Fries,
Okay.
originally created by our marketing officer, Phil Larson, and originally drawn by Murray Lancashire, was a classic action hero type character, with a bit of a potty mouth. The first line ever spoken by Barry in his first game is, "Surprise, Professor for Brains." I think that tells you just about everything you need to know about Barry Steak Fries. So we threw Barry into our endless runner along with a bunch of monsters to shoot. And as we added more to the game, we figured we should also add a bunch more weapons. We started with simple and obvious ones, like a powerful revolver.
Wait, okay, so his okay, since I'm okay, wait. That just give me an idea for our main character name. Since it is a since it's a derivative of Barry Steak. Okay. Barry Steak Fries. I think our character name should be Alan. What's the steak equivalent for duck or chicken? The best steak equivalent for duck is duck breast. Ribeye. Okay. Duck breast. Duck breast. Okay. Okay. Is there any like other word for steak? Ducks. Muscovy ducks. Okay. What's the steak equivalent? Let's do AI. What's the steak equivalent for duck? Doneness. Okay. Duck breast. Okay. Emu. Okay, steaks. There isn't a biological, but chicken fried steak. Huh. Okay. So steak is the cut. Okay. RCS students cooked? Not gonna lie, yes, because yeah, it was a thing, I think, on a big thing on Twitter, as well as like I think everywhere. Oracle just laid off 10,000 people, and I saw that it doesn't matter if you've been there the longest or if you're performing, that they say they just cuts, but yeah. Yeah, so that's insane. Okay, sorry, back to okay, so our character should name be Alan. What? So our main character is gonna be Alan Chops. No, Piero Chops Fries. Wedges. Chops Wedges. Okay, this is our main character name. Alan Chops Wedges. Because he's from Berry Steak Fries. Okay, this is our main character. His name is gonna be Alan Chops Wedges. And since I'm very okay, the thing is I'm not very good at drawing. I might just make a stick man out of it, but since he is Zoro, is there any like cowboy version that Oda made for Zoro? Maybe we can do. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, that is okay. Yep, this is perfect. Okay, but he's a sword. Okay, Zoro different outfits. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is insane. We're doing character research for our game. Okay, let's see which Zoro costume should we use, or at least like derived, not exactly take, but just inspired by. I really like his original one, but maybe we can. Okay, never mind.
Revolver and an Uzi, just like normal stuff, I guess. As we added more weapons, we started to ramp up how crazy they were, like the super powerful Mr. Zappy. But we could go further. I forget who originally had the idea, but we thought instead of just adding a weapon, we could add like a weapon plus vehicle combo. And very specifically, we wanted the motorbike plus shotgun from Terminator 2. It just seemed like it would fit Barry Steak Fries like perfectly. We made sure to include every detail, including the reload action and the sparks as the bike hits the ground and bottoms out. Next, I thought, like, what else could we do like this? What weapon could we come up with that's like even more ridiculous? How about a jetpack made out of machine guns? And the machine gun jetpack was born. It was completely absurd and instantly one of our favorite things about the game. In August 2010, 4 months after we'd launched Fruit Ninja, Monster Dash was released and it actually did pretty good. Like, this version of Monster Dash would end up selling over 1 million copies. But of course, it was totally eclipsed by the world-beating Fruit Ninja. After the release, we did a couple of updates, and then my team was switched around a little. It's kind of like a lot to try and explain in this video because a lot was happening at the time. And while I was frantically working on Fruit Ninja updates with Stephen Schaff, I now had Adam Wood, or Woody as he was known, and Sierra Asher waiting on me to decide what we would work on next. For the first time basically ever, we were in a very fortunate position where we didn't need to worry about making money right away. The team's future was secured thanks to Fruit Ninja. So my plan was, let's make something small and fast and just like release it for free. It would be like a big thank you to our fans. Not really our next big game, more like a bit of a breather, something just for fun. My idea was we could make a Monster Dash spin-off starring
So
the
it was
Machine Gun
based on.
Jetpack.
I actually
We would just
don't
hack up
remember
the
having
game and
played
make it
this.
so you were always wearing our favorite weapon, smash out the game in 4 weeks, in time for Christmas. We already had most of the art. Should be easy, right?
should be easy, right? Famous
So one of
last
my main
word.
goals here was to keep the game as simple as possible and make it just one button. No extra buttons for jumping, aiming.
Alhamdulillah, Mr. B. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so I guess I don't know which one should we pick. So our MC is Alan Chops Wedges because he is very straight. Okay, never mind. I hope you guys could understand the correlation between this. So okay, so all I could think about is that he's gonna cut either trees or enemies or something like that. It's very heavily inspired by Jet Set Joyride, and I mean that's why I'm watching this.
Attacking, nothing, just purely firing the jetpack. So opening up Trusty Flash, I started messing around with prototyping a cave flying game, essentially like riffing on the old Helicopter Flash game, except with power-ups. This is the original prototype for Jetpack Joyride. I built this in a single day and boy does it show. I mean, look at how I spelled shield. Mostly what I was learning here is
Okay.
how to give the
I think the thing is it's that I definitely vibe codable, but
physics a good
I want it to be at least a good art, so at least it has a human touch on it.
balance of floaty but responsive. If the game was too floaty, it means you get frustrated that you can't get out of the way of obstacles fast enough. But if you crank up the gravity and the jetpack power to make it more responsive, then you spend all your time tapping the screen, making it hard to hold a position, and just like generally being super tiring. The next day, I sent the prototype around the whole company with a message saying that whoever gets the highest score at the end of the day wins a chocolate bar. People absolutely started flooding me with scores, which was a pretty good sign, I thought. I mean, sure, I was bribing people to play the prototype, but for a game that was supposed to only take 4 weeks, that signal was good enough for me. And so production began with the name of Machine Gun Jetpack. Our programmer, Woody, immediately got to work setting up the game, hacking Monster Dash to shreds. This is a screenshot of the game after 3 days of work. You can see we have a bunch of stuff in there already. We have all kinds of obstacles to avoid, coins to collect. Barry is wearing a hat because I wanted some kind of clothing system. Oh yeah, and also it looks like total shit. So this was the time for our artist, Sierra, to start working on defining the look of the game, which ended up landing on a kind of mix between Metal Slug with Mario proportions. Sierra had honed his pixel art skills during Half-Brick's Game Boy Advance days. So
Oh,
he
that
was
is
already
such a
super
good
proficient
art.
in this style. But one thing to know about Sierra is that other than just being an incredible artist, he also has low vision. So the way he described it to me was, he essentially has like only peripheral vision. Like if you put some small text up on the screen and then look away from it, so it's only in your peripheral, and then you try and read it, yeah, that's what it's like for Sierra all the time. But this is also kind of his superpower. Using a zoom tool on old Windows XP, he could get super
wow.
zoomed in on the pixel art. And here, he was able to work his magic. The pixel art was a great fit for him. There were distinct edges and not much detail. Sierra would work on the game with the tiny sprites ultra zoomed in, making sure every pixel was
That is
perfect.
such a, yeah, I
think you can really
played this
get a
game all
sense
the
of how
time.
careful and detailed his work was when you compare the Monster Dash sprites to the Jetpack Joyride sprites. The level of detail he went into was unreal. Even these tiny little posters for the lab are just so insanely well drawn. I could spend hours just scrolling through these old working files, studying
Man,
the details.
do I need to really do all
On
of
the
this?
design side for me, one big job was to figure out how the procedural generation would work for the different
Yeah, this
obstacles
is what I
and
want to
patterns.
learn
The
actually.
game used a lot of lessons we learned on Monster Dash about how to place the obstacles and riding the fine line between impossible and much too easy. Fruit Ninja has a slightly unfair system where bombs can be partially obscured by the fruit. Both Monster Dash and Jetpack kind of have this same thing, where you can just get these situations that are of outsized difference.
That game was amazing. Yeah, that's why. So, I think, yeah, I mean, like a few months ago, we said, oh yeah, we're about to make some, or weeks ago, well, yeah, we want to make a game, but I mean, the I don't know if the name is good or not. Slice Garden. The thing is, I really like Zoro from One Piece. He is a swordman. He likes to chop people. So I was thinking that. But maybe Alan Chops Wedges could be like some elite gardener that's, I don't know. What do you guys think? He could be some elite gardener and helps to like chops down oh my god. Okay, okay. Ooh, fuck. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Alan Chops Wedges he is a monster plant exterminator. Plant vs Zombie, but at this Plant vs Zombie, but this time the plant is like the evil one, and Alan here is going to be like the monster plant exterminator. So basically the enemies is gonna be trees or plants, but they're monsters. Or zombies, but they are zombie plants. Because I used to play Plants vs Zombie all the time as well. Even I think fairly recently. That's a good idea. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Okay, that is such a good. Okay. It's just okay. Two of my favorite games growing up, and me trying to make it into something. Okay, so Alan Chops Wedges, Monster Plant Exterminator. That's such a good thing. Okay, what's the lore? What's the lore here, guys? So, lore. So one, Alan Chops Wedges is a zombie monster plant exterminator. Should it came from like some crazy lab? Should it came from like monster or evil spirits that controls the plan? Should it be like a universe where the Chop Wedges family is an arch enemy of this zombie monster species and has been fighting each other and killing each other for generations? Or I don't know. Bro. It's a derivative game of both. I don't know, man. I don't think I could even like. Okay, you know, okay. The thing is, I really wanted to be homage to Zoro, but the character, but okay. So at least we already have a character. We already have a name. We could probably change the Slice Garden name because Slice Garden, I don't know. I look it up. There is no Slice Garden game. So hopefully it's okay. So my idea at the time was like, yeah, it's similar to Jetpack Joyride, where you could just like jump or tap or like power up or something, avoid obstacles. But in this case, you can like hit or kill this monster tree plant. I guess, I don't know.
difficulty. Monster Dash's implementation is actually pretty unsubtle, with the monsters that would just pop up right in front of you. They were never impossible to be clear, but sometimes it was just like, what the was that? And just like in Fruit Ninja, that's on purpose. We want the player to be able to assign some of the blame for dying on the game and not just wearing it on themselves. Jetpack Joyride's a little more subtle, as it comes down to a combination of obstacle size, density, and spacing. So it's designing all of this and then getting Woody to implement it. And Woody is such an outrageously fast programmer. Often I was scrambling to keep up with him. I would spend a few hours writing out how I wanted the level generation to work and what kind of controls and ramping we would need. And
Holy shit, okay,
before I
what is
had a
it?
chance to
What language do they use? Monster Dash Balanceville is all in
figure out
XML.
the next feature, he would just turn around to me and be like, okay, that's done, what's next? Woody also has this astonishing ability where he can like somehow look at me and make eye contact while we discuss the design and program at the same time. Like as we would discuss how a feature would work, he's looking me in the eye and touch typing the code. I could never really get used to that. So back on the design side,
Okay.
interesting thing about all
Okay, I'm gonna make a poll. So let's start a poll. Which lore? So I think lore 1 is that it's probably very silly, but the chop wedges, chop wedges. I think chop wedges would be just chop wedges. It's not chops wedges, chop wedges. The chop wedges. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What do you? Okay. Chop wedges versus plant monster. No, I think that's just too much. Let's just make it simple. It's you know what? I don't know. Maybe Zonator, and it's just maybe the zombie is just there. I don't know.
all our games at this point was they were all kind of an inevitable march towards death. There's no actual win condition other than getting a high score. Like no matter what you do, you finish by dying or losing or hitting a bomb. So it's extra important to try and make dying fun. In Fruit Ninja, you got the little fruit facts on the game over screen. Monster Dash had the same idea. Plus, like there were some secret awards you could unlock. But for Machine Gun Jetpack, I saw an opportunity to kick this up to a whole nother level. Originally when you died, Barry just vaporized and turned into dust. But to make death extra fun, we changed this to Barry kind of bouncing and ragdolling in a way.
That's why they do that.
You could get a little
Okay,
bit
that is
further,
really
and
fun.
sometimes you would even grab a few more coins along the way. Then later, expanding on this same idea, we added the slot machine, where you got to have the chance of winning a bonus or even getting blown further down the level. The overarching idea here was that it almost fades in death, if that makes sense. Like, instead of it being just an instant, boom, you died, game over, you had things to distract you and get you ready for the next try. This thinking was extended to the results screen as well. Over the entire development of the game, I spent so long iterating on and refining this to try and make it as fun as possible. We added automatically captured screenshots, stats, all sorts of stuff. But there was no actual editor in our game engine. Like, it wasn't like Unity where the designer can get in there and actually lay everything out. It all had to be hard-coded in place. So poor Woody would have to implement my designs in code basically by hand.
That's
copying
okay.
my terrible specs
This is
into the
just
game.
showing
And
an
then,
extra
like,
appreciation
a
to
week
to
later,
this
I
game
would change
devs,
my
man. This
mind
is
and
awesome.
want another change. Woody always made the changes gladly, and honestly, having someone who is that open to iteration is so empowering to the designer, even if I'm sure he must have secretly been getting frustrated. Another idea I had was that the game should start with a bang. Give the player a big chunk of visceral feedback that would set them up for the explosions and carnage to come. Before we had the iconic Barry explodes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is such a
Barry would
good.
actually burst through a window in the lab when you tapped the window. But pretty quickly we realized that we would need to have art of Barry facing forward, and it also just felt weird to have Barry run towards the camera and then to the left and then to the right. It didn't flow very nicely.
No one likes the game? What?
So at this stage, we had already blown past our original 4-week plan. We were about 6 weeks deep. It was coming up to Christmas 2010, so we decided to give everyone at the company a copy of the game to play over their break, so that they could give us some feedback. This version of the game had the basics. You could fly, dodge obstacles, get a good score, but there were no vehicles, no missions, not even any scientists running around yet. The only power-ups in the game were ones that just gave you some extra points. There was also this whole system where you could skim past obstacles and get a close call bonus,
Ooh,
which could
okay.
combo up and get massive scores.
Yeah, but okay. How should okay.
It was supposed to be a huge risk-reward mechanic.
At least we already have a character. We have a little bit of lore, and we know who's the villain is. It's a monster plant. Oh god, I have to draw them, or at least make them square. Okay, how should I program them at like the first? Like how what's like the best way to do it? You know? Oh god. Oh yeah, Cloud God just open source. No, Cloud God accident. Okay, I don't know if it's. Okay, I think what we can do is look for easiest way to make web game JS.
JavaScript. It's probably one of the most popular programming languages on the web right now. What originally started out as a way to save time and bandwidth to validate web forms now powers the biggest time wasters, the greatest websites on the web. Sites like Facebook, Netflix, Uber, and Facebook. Wait, I just said that. Needless to say, more than 98% of websites on the web use JavaScript, but what's that have to do with making a game? Well, recently I was working on a secret new website for my cute Metroidvania Dewdrop Dynasty, which you can wishlist on Steam, and this got me thinking, how hard is it to make a game in JavaScript? So that's what we're gonna do. So I started off by looking for an easy JavaScript framework for me to use. I saw some things like Phaser and Babylon.js, but nah, those are a little too commonplace for me. I wanted to use something a little bit more obscure. And that's when I found Kaboom.js. When I heard the Earthbound music in this shooter demo, and after seeing this weird green bean guy burping, I knew I was sold. So I installed Kaboom.js.
Should we
By
give it a
install,
try?
I went to some random video, I found the minified JavaScript, I slapped it in a folder, and then I ran VS Code. But honestly, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Really what we should be focusing on is what we're making. What is this game we're making in the first place? And strangely enough, I found a combination that is so powerful between game genre and theming that I don't think you're ready for. Google Dinosaur game meets capybaras. So that's my theme.
Yeah,
So I hopped over
it's
to
just
Affinity
Google
Designer and
Dinosaur as
started
well.
drafting out what a capybara design could look like. Now, if you followed this channel for a while now, you'll know that I love cute games. And so it's a no-brainer that I've been wanting to make a capybara game for a long time. And making an Endless Runner game just made sense because, I don't know, do capybaras run a lot? I'm sure they do. Anywho, I created this little capybara. He's so cute. I love him. I'm gonna name him Harold. And now we can jump back into Kaboom and try to do the most difficult thing any man has ever dreamed of, and that's print hello world. Turns out it's incredibly easy. After that, I try to familiarize myself with Kaboom.js and check out their movement tutorial. That way we can make this capybara
Should we
free to
give
walk around.
Kaboom a try?
If it
Okay,
works,
I
now,
don't
if we're
know.
gonna make an Endless Runner style game, we need to add gravity. So we did, but okay, that's a little weak. The only thing weaker than that jump is the fact that I continue to get errors all through this process, and at first I didn't know how to debug them, game until I realized you had to inspect the web page and it showed you the errors there. So cool. Next, it was time for us to make hazards because we wouldn't have a game without hazards, and Harold needs something to jump over. So I quickly made a script that just spawns in the objects, and then once they go off the screen, it just deletes them, and then it spawns in more objects. Come on, Harold, you can make this jump. After that, I did a double whammy and I worked on the scoring system and a game over screen. So you collect these points as time progresses, and when you hit an object, you go to a game over screen and it shows you your points. They're really hard to see, but trust me, they're there.
This is
They're
exactly
there.
what I want to
After
make,
this, I
but just
played
with
around
extra
with
stuff
the
where you can like
spacing,
destroy the
visual
obstacle
styles,
and get
everything,
points.
the jump strength, just so that
Okay.
it felt better. Harold's gonna finally jump over objects, and we actually have more of a playable game.
Does he have the
So I jumped
code?
back into Affinity and created the rest of the hazards, the background, the floor, and just making the game feel more cohesive. My thought is that it's inside of like a house or a kitchen bathroom area, I don't know. And you got some oranges, you got a capybara taking a bath, you have another capybara, and you have boxes of oranges. I don't know what was up with the oranges. So I exported the files and put them in the game, but you'll notice that we're just only getting oranges, and that's too much. So I made sure to load in the rest of the sprites.
Man,
and
okay,
randomize which
that
ones
means I
would
need to
spawn
learn
in.
how to make
So
the
now we're
sprite
actually
right.
starting to get a game. After that, I kind of adjusted the window size, I changed the background color, and I worked on these floors, which I'm not going to talk about because they took forever to make, and I'm a little embarrassed by it. Next, I added these windows that have a slight parallax scrolling. They work perfectly. I love it. And it was at this point I finally decided to work on the final animations for the capybaras. I'm not gonna lie, I don't normally animate in my vector style, so it was a little weird, but I'm pretty happy with the results. Oh yeah, and for some reason I was experimenting with increasing the speed as the game went on. Yeah, I don't know. This feels a little cursed for me. Now that the gameplay was mostly finished, it was time to
Yeah,
do
this is
all the
exactly
fun
what I want to
production
make
stuff
as well.
like creating a menu. So I jumped back
Just with,
into
like,
Affinity for a
extra
third time
fighting.
and started working on a title screen. And due to the nature of this game, I decided to call it Hoppybara. Also,
That is
if
such a
you
cool
ignore
name.
this, just forget about this clip. It was at this point I realized that you could actually just import fonts. I thought I was gonna have to slice the image and put it in, but no, turns out you can just import it. So I did, and I added it to the menu, so whenever your score is saved, it actually looks nice on the menu. Lastly, I added some sound effects, threw them in Audacity, and poured them into the game, and it was actually incredibly easy to do. I found this amazingly dreamy track that just fits the game really well, and I added that in as well. And that's Hoppybara, that's the game. At first, going into this challenge, I had no idea how hard it was going to be, but now I understand why people love JavaScript so much. It's just incredibly easy to use, and it's
Seems
fun. I just had a
pretty
good time,
nice.
and
Should
I mean,
we
who
give the
wouldn't make
Kaboom
it
a try?
Hoppybara again?
Because I mean, like,
If you
this
wanna
is
get into
okay. This is
programming
2 years
and don't know where
ago.
to start, then check out a word from today's sponsor, Brilliant. Brilliant has thousands
That
of
actually
web-
looks pretty nice. Should we give it a try? Okay, let's just watch every other videos first.
I've always had this picture in my head of the best ways to
I'll
do game
finish this
development,
video
and never
later.
in my life has that ever included JavaScript. So it wasn't until recently that I realized making a game in JavaScript could be a bridge. Maybe the bridge between game development and web development. Two very different but large areas of software, and that to me makes it interesting. A lot of people want to make games. It's really valuable to know how to make a website and use front-end frameworks. It seems like it should be a good mix. You just gotta pay the toll, which is using JavaScript. And as someone who uses JavaScript all the time, no one wants to use JavaScript.
Yeah, nobody
so I'm
wants to
gonna
use
find out if this
JavaScript.
theory has any legs to it. And to do so, I'm gonna use the popular game library Phaser. When setting it up, you'll get options to use these front-end frameworks like React, Vue, Solid. If you don't know what these are, you're already learning. These are front-end web dev frameworks. Now, I didn't know which one to choose, so I thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of gambling and spin the wheel.
Of course.
Wheel, 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 wheel.
Which one should we use?
Wheel. Oh, great. I got plain vanilla JavaScript. Ah, that's awesome. I don't even get to use TypeScript. That sucks. So I read through the documentation and set up this basic project, which you can now build and boot up, and this might surprise you that it will open and run your game in the browser. And check it out. We got a cornflower blue window, the greatest color of video games. So normally when I'm learning like a new framework or something, I usually try and just get a player moving around, but this time it was a little different. I was reading through the documentation to get a sense of how things are, like what's even available to me, when I noticed this physics tab. And this
Ooh.
just listed some libraries you can use, like Matter.js. And then reading the Matter.js documentation, I saw something about constraints, which is like taking two physics objects and bolting them together. And that gave me an idea. I made a box, I made two rectangles, bolted everything together with constraints, and now we have something that looks like the squid from Minecraft. And look, he's trying to fight gravity, but he can't. So to help him out, I wanted to add input to help balance out these rectangles. I guess I'll call
I
them
think we should.
legs, and
I don't
after
know, phaser or kaboom. The kaboom looks very simple. Okay, it's no longer maintained. Okay, phaser it is then. It's made by Replit? Why? Why are they not being maintained anymore? Is there a particular reason? Replit no longer maintains. You may be in the converter for Kaplay. Okay. Is it still okay? It's this one's still more Kaplay. Kaplay is the it's fun first 2D game library for JavaScript and TypeScript. Kaplay background. Okay, the Kaplay one looks probably simpler. Let's compare it to like Phaser.js. Because I don't want to do it vanilla. Let's just use the tools that is already there. Pricing. What do you mean pricing? Oh, the open source libraries are free. Want to build faster? Okay, so they have. Okay. Phaser was free on open source. It is, however, Phaser editor. Oh, the editor. Is there a trial version? No, can I license? Okay. Phaser. This is a tool, Vite, React. I think, oh, that's even Bun. So if I use React, does that mean like every part would be like a React component? Okay, Phaser. Should we just use Kaply? I think it's much simpler.
trial and error made it so when you press a button, the leg will actually move towards the mouse, which lets you control one of them at a time. And this was really easy to implement. I just followed the documentation and oh no. After
Okay,
fixing,
judging by the
a couple
documentation alone, I
added
like
a
Kaply more.
change where one leg you can move around with the mouse and the other one gets anchored into the ground. And with this, you can kind of roll over yourself and start moving around the level. And at this point, it became obvious what the game is going to be. The legs can touch the ground, but if your body ever collides with the ground, well, in that case,
Ooh,
you're
that's
gonna
a nice
lose.
concept. Okay. What do you guys think? Kaply? Let's see the playground. Get started with Kaply. A fun playground for Kaply. Learn how to use in wiki. Let's do that. Try out examples for our. Okay, let's do it. Sprite sound. Okay, what should you do here? Run.
But
This is an intro tutorial that will cover the basic. Well, let's learn Kaply, I guess. Why not? Simple Chrome Dino. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Since we want to make something similar with just an extra step of the character being able to kill opponents. Kaboom. Kaply. Kaply. Let's do Kaply. Okay. Because Kaboom is not. Alhamdulillah. Maintain anymore. Kaply. Okay, wait 1 second. Give me. Oh, okay. They will cover the basic concepts from Dino-ish. For settings, see the installation guide. Okay. Once you have Node.js, it's all the easy ways to get this. Okay, there is just okay. Okay. Okay, I guess let's install them, okay? Coplay. It's not Coplay. Coplay. It's Coplay. Okay, sorry. Drop. Do I need to install all of that? How should we? Okay. Once you have Node.js installed, the easiest way to get started with Coplay is to on select a package. So we do npx. Do I need the? How would I need to structure the file? If because I need the sprite, right? Okay, at least it has like the onKey press. Okay, like a built-in function. Everything's already set up. Gravity is already set up. So okay, it's grounded. Jump. Okay, so I think it should be pretty good. It's just that how are we going to see the stuff if we don't really have the sprite? Okay, let's just give it a try. npx create Coplay. Create Coplay. What's it called again? The bean? Bean jump. Coplay. Sorry, Coplay. Okay. Downloading sprite error world. Okay, it's not able. Okay, it downloads the sprite at least, so we can do cd bean, and then we can do npm run dev. Okay, it uses Vite at least, so that's nice. So it would have been at least. Let's see how it will look. Is it not showing? Or is it not showing anything? I couldn't see anything. Is it something wrong that I set up? Sprites. Sprites. Is it because the sprite is not available? Terminal does not support Kitty. Okay, no, the bean is available. Why is it not working? Okay, we already initialized the play function. We already have the sprite downloaded. Okay, let's see if the sprite is actually downloaded. Um, huh. The file is corrupt. That is not good. Why is it not working? I already find the issue, but they should give you a blank. There is no blank canvas in the localhost. Okay, that's not good. You know what? We're gonna trouble. Maybe if I use Chrome, it will be visible. Okay. Is it because the sprite is not working? Is it because failed load resource? The server. Okay, I think it's because the cache is not okay. I'm confused here. Arc and Chrome kind of the same, I guess. It's the cache. I guess it's the cache. Yeah, it's the cache. It's not showing that, I guess. Okay, but I couldn't download the sprite, and that's not good. I don't know why. I couldn't see the sprite. Oh, okay. Control-Shift-I. At least, okay, there is something. Let's check. Font shaders, sounds okay, it's all empty. We just have main index. We don't even have a title. Bin jump. Play testing. Okay, at least the hot module. Okay. Reload is nice. I like that it uses beat, so let's just close buffer. On click at okay, so we already have the on. Okay, guys. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. The sprite doesn't work. Maybe we can use some other object that I have and use that as a sprite for now. So I have this date-driven guy from one project. Maybe we can just use this one. Just for now. Public sprites. We can just copy this guy. I don't have the. Okay, no, never mind. It's okay. Let's just use this one for now. Data.png. Let's. At least we can see some. Yes. Okay. Nice. Okay, but he is a bit too big. Okay. Let's find something smaller. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I have this car here. This random car. I don't know why this sprite does not work. Car. Okay. At least we see the car. I don't know why the sprite or the bean doesn't work. I could just find, you know, let's find the damn file. I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh, okay. We can do that? I guess it's a Nope, that does not work. Okay. We have it, we have it. Let's do this. Yeah, okay. We're definitely gonna need to make the art first then for our game. So, okay. Sprites dot bean dash o dot png. It's not Spino with O, and it should be here. Oh my god, finally. Okay. Finally. Okay, we have the bean guy here, guys. Load sprite bean. Okay, so k dot load sprite. Okay, so k dot. Okay, this is. If I remember, this is okay. This is the coplay object. We have the load sprite function. What does it do? Oops. Damn it. Okay. Add sprite bean pose. Okay, that one is a bit too high. Maybe we can k dot sprite. Okay, add k position. Okay, k sprite bean. It's practically the same. Maybe the position we can decrease it. See where it is right now. It doesn't change, is it? How? Okay. Introducing Frog the Bean. Okay, no, it's the same. Before explaining what this code does, let's try adding some stuff to it. Scale, rotate, color. Feel free to tweak some parameters and see. No. In Coplay, each game's object is composed from multiple components. Each component will give the game object certain functionality. Right, okay. Even though it's like WebP better or PNG is fine. Do you think PNG be okay or WebP better? Even for game sprite. It renders as bean as the sprite. It has the position as an area so we can check for collision. If you're having trouble understanding, consider this human being. Humans are also composed from lists of components. Each component providing different functionality. It's actually kind of like playing with Lego pieces. Let's keep it in line and start making actual player. Okay, we already have the player. The example, this is the code, have this k variable as that. Would that be fine? Would that be okay without the k? Can I do this? Is it the same? Player is declared. Okay. Okay, it's the same. Okay, the k on click. Okay, that means we need to do. Do we need to do the on key press every single time? Thank you type save t. Okay, we do player.jump. Let's see what's happening. Sprite makes it render as a sprite. With the bean sprite, okay, that doesn't have the type safety. I'm worried that it doesn't have that. Okay, we have the k.pose, k.sprite, k.area, k.body. Let's see if it jumped. It jumped, but I think we haven't applied gravity, but at least it's doing something. Okay, nice. Okay, here we go. But before we play and jump, you need to set up gravity at the beginning. At platform. Okay, set gravity, define the gravity. Okay, so it already has built-in gravity, so I don't know where to put this one, but I think we can do k.set gravity. I don't know the value, but we just gonna follow the tutorial. With the body component, our player is going to keep falling into. Okay, let's see. Very cool. So I guess the rec is a function to create. I don't know what 48 is, or position. Okay, no, that actually makes sense. Height. Maybe it's not so type safe. Area. Whoa, that looks a lot, but actually really simple. Hey, that's so cool. Okay, nice. Okay, that is so cool. Okay, could not find rect. How does it? That is odd. Maybe it's not updated. Maybe we can do Mason. Update to optimal rough. Okay, let's check the LSP. Looks good. Formatter. XFMT is good. Okay. So I guess it's just the okay, nice. Key add. We did that. Nice. It has at least bean is not falling forever now. It has some platform. It's actually a format for that use case. When you need vector-based image, the image is heavily on the web, then SVG is better. I see. Ooh. Maybe. I mean, I'm very familiar with SVG in graphic or image size because actually my friend was an expert in SVG. But maybe we should learn more SVG and animating them. That would be cool. But okay, let's finish the bean. Okay, it's almost midnight, but I'm too excited for this. Renders a rectangle. The width and the height, and yeah. X value, so that X. Okay. Let's also make sure our player can only jump when is grounded. They even have an is grounded function. Okay. If player is grounded. Cool. Player dot jump. That is cool. Okay, nice. I don't know why the compiler is angry at this. Maybe it doesn't really know. Ah, okay. It's because this can play global, I think. But it's okay. We can. Oh no, never mind. Let's keep it the K because there's too much K. I don't want to. Bean loves challenges. Let's try adding an obstacle to jump over. Time to build a game object from the components again. Okay. Key.add rect 4864 area body is static true outline for pose width height 48 anchor. Okay, what is this anchor? What left? I don't know. Color ist 255, 180, 255. Move left. Okay. Okay, that is cool. I don't know if it's moving or not. It might be moving forever, but since we only have like one of that, then it's okay. Oh, but it's not really fun, or rather, there's no feedback to whether manage to overrun. Let's add some feedback. Let's check. Okay. We often use tags to quickly describe behaviors for group of objects. Any game objects can have any number of tags. They're kind of like components, but much more lightweight. So this is the tag. It's just gonna be a string. To add a tag, we simply put a string in the component array. Then we may check for collision between players and an object with tree. Ooh, okay. So we can just put this tag as string. Okay. Sorry. Player dot on collide. Is this another function? I guess it like automatically calculate the area and body of the bean alongside the tree. Oh god, this is such a nice thing. I mean, like in the Mario game, we need to do those calculation manually, right? Where the let's just say the object dot x was the certain number of pixel, the y is the number of pixel, and then we need to do all the plus minus check through all this complex like function. So I guess this on collide is similar to that in a sense. Add kaboom. Okay, we already have the add kaboom item. I don't know what the POS is. Shake. Okay, there is a shake function. That is cool. Do we have the at Kaboom? At Kaboom. Where is at Kaboom from? It is an event that runs every time the object collides with another object with a certain tag. Boom. Okay. Inside the callback, we're doing two things at Kaboom, spontaneous explosion animation. Okay. Which we pass in position of for the yeah, okay. The second is shake, which is shake the screen. Okay. See all the blue outline. Oh. Is it in spec mode and show all the bonding boxes? Yeah, okay, that's cool. You can add debug key when sorry. No, it's time to add more tree. Okay. So what do you do? Just F1? Wow, at least we're running 120 FPS. That's nice. Okay. Cool. This is very cool. Go straight with WebGL instead. Presently, WebP is default, but when image will be resized or too big and considered as VG. When the pixel has standard sizes, then ICO. Okay, got it. Does this use WebG? Okay. I've watched a view video regarding the WebGL thing, and I think it was based on OpenGL, right? And I tried to use OpenGL in one of my courses before, but I didn't quite fully understand the whole thing.
So I've been wanting to redo my old WebGL tutorial series for a few years, and now I finally have the time to do it. WebGL is a real-time graphics API for the web, and it lets you power some really neat...
But it's really fun. Like, I mean, even 3JS is based off using WebGL, right?
I've seen it used in games, musician websites, and some really beautiful graphics demos. I've also seen it used for business applications. I started my professional career working on WebGL rendering code for Lucidchart, and I loved it. It's a powerful API that gives you pretty direct access to GPU processing power, but with the portability and user-friendly distribution model of...
Maybe we will learn more about it. Try hovering mouse to an object after pressing W. Hover... okay. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I just couldn't see it. It's too fast. Is there a way where we can decrease the speed? I think it is in the move left. Maybe let's see if we decrease it to 380. Would it be slower? It would be slower, but okay, let's make it very, very slow. 280 then. But yeah, okay, so the collision is between the position, right? So that's nice. Now it's time to add more trees. How can we keep them spawning constantly? Of course, a loop function. Do we need to do like a K loop? Sick. Let's recommend. Now we already have the most of the game mechanics. Some of them we can make. Maybe draw a few trees. Let's use ran to. Ooh, okay. At the renewal, we're gonna do that with okay. Okay, let's do that. Oops. Oh, okay. Every time it hit, it's just gonna not work. Okay, let's try to avoid them. It can defy gravity, maybe because I set the gravity to. So let's hit that. Let's hit that. Okay. Okay. At least it's running. How much memory is this using? 160. Not good. Okay, let's randomize the tree height. Since they already have the... I think it's gonna be like random between 24 and 64, I would assume, the two parameters. We cannot do that with the loop, but we can achieve that with recursive wait. So wait for a second before executing the code. Okay, should we function spawn tree? Oops. Add three components, is it the same, right? And then we need to wait random 0.5 to 15. Callback to the spawn tree. Oh wow, is this a recursion? Oh god, okay. And then can we just do that? No? Okay, the trees are not showing right now. Okay. Pretty cool. Okay. If we're adding a score counter, let's actually complete the game loop first by sending the bean to a game over screen when they hit a tree. Oh, okay, it even has like a screen system by itself. Of course I haven't. Fucking. It's always me forgetting to call the function. Sorry. Rookie mistake. Let's try it again. Yeah, okay. I just forgot to call that function. Why? Because I always forgot to call the function. Okay, it's not showing. I think we still need the loop, right? We still need the loop. Never mind. That's not good. Okay. K.scene game I don't know if that would work. Sprite. Ah, sorry. No. It's at the top, by the way, because it's in here. Okay, load sprite. It's actually we can actually with play add sprite bean. Add sprite bean. I mean, we kind of already did add sprite here. Do we have a go? Okay, no, never mind. Or is it like a, okay, fine. I'm confused in this part. Should we just do the case scene? Like, let's just follow it and see how it goes. Sprite routines. Okay, let's see. Boost. I guess it's either built in or not. Well, to scene game and lost. The function will be passed to scene. Is the function to run when? Oh, okay. It's just an example. Like since we have the game. Okay. The game code we have into the scene. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Sorry, we didn't get to finish the tutorial, but tomorrow or some other day, I'll give it a try again. I think this should be fun. Caplay is such a fun. I really like the documentation style, and seems to be interesting. And we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much everyone for watching. I'm still gonna. I don't know what title should I change the thing, because we're just having fun now. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, we're still gonna have fun. But I don't know. Help me pick a new title. I guess it should just be making 2D games until it made money, or oh god, it would be so funny. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. Of what the title should be next, but yeah, I am truly grateful for everyone for watching and saw this guy yaps continuously for the past 190 days. It's almost 200. Thankfully, we didn't reach 200, but according to the game, yes, it's something similar to that. I was thinking of coding 2D game until I get my first paycheck or something like that. But yeah, I guess thank you very much for everyone joining the journey. Again, it's still a part-time role, so it's not really entirely a full-time role yet, but I really don't mind. It's the first step, and I'm really looking forward to whatever it is, the task or the job or the things that I'm gonna learn or the things that I'm gonna break. Hopefully not, because I don't really wanna break anything in prod in my first week. I think that would be very, very terrible. But yeah, I think the tech stack they're using is Vue.js. So I think we might learn Vue. I was very surprised because I don't really have experience for Vue, but they accepted me, and I don't know, it felt weird and awesome, but I'm super grateful. But at the same time, I'm really excited to learn. I mean, Vue seems to be very, very underrated. I've seen the syntax. I've tried to make a few projects, and I really liked it. And yeah, like the SFC format, I'm still really figuring out all the not the syntax, the binding thing, the attributes. What's it called again? The composition API, all those like the one the where yeah the what's it called? What's this called again? The thing, I'm still trying to understand it, but so far I really like Vue. It's very nice. I can understand why uh a lot of people like it. Even like the creator of Vite is the creator of Vue, right? So I think it's very nice, and I'm really looking forward to learning this on the job. But yeah, I think I mentioned in the early minutes is that I should be preparing or at least learning this in depth, as well as learning Docusaurus for the documentation, because that's what they use. And my first task was to update the documentation. So I think getting familiar with Vue.js and Docusaurus would be my goal for the upcoming weeks. So yeah. Yeah, Vue is easy, I guess. It's very similar to Astro. Yes, that's why since we already use Astro and I use like the Vue, I was like, oh, it's very nice. I guess because I've only been using React, and I thought that was like the only way to make stuff. Like, but it's very nice. I really like Astro. I really like Vue, and I really want to try to make some more, probably make some more apps using Vue and or Astro, or yeah. So maybe like yeah. So I think yeah. So yeah, we have a lot. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm terrified of asking question or making mistakes, even though I know I shouldn't, since it's like my very first one. But it still felt weird and unreal to me, in the sense that I've been looking for a dev job for the past 10, 11, almost a year since I started this. And it's just, I don't know. Thank you for everyone again for following and subscribing. I still really gonna make some stuff. Hopefully I know I should have made the video script, the long form. I have like 2 scripts already. I just need to shoot them, but I don't know what procrastination is holding me back, because I already have the 2 video script ready. I should just shoot and edit. I don't know why I couldn't grab my camera is over here. I could just grab it. I don't know why I don't have the energy to do it, but I really want to make another long form. I'm still gonna do live, since the role is part-time, so it's not gonna be like 24/7. It's not gonna be like 9 to 5. It's more to yeah, but still need to learn a lot, need to prepare. Since we started this, I had, if I remember, I had like 170 subscribers, and we gained like 700, I guess, for the past 8 months. It's not much, but 700 people is a whole village. It's a whole like complex. It's a whole like neighborhood. That's crazy. And you guys been amazing, helping me and guiding me through some stuff, or like being patient to me when I just like, I don't see the issue, but it's like it's in my face, but I couldn't see it because I don't. We made so much project. At least I did. So I started 10 months ago, 11, also almost a year. So basically it's almost a year. But because there are some weeks where I skip it, and some even like I think I was on, because I need to go back to Indonesia, and I didn't really do it for 2-3 weeks. I have exams, I have graduation, I have my thesis. Along the past year, I went to, oh my god, We learned so much from WSL, from NeoVim, from setting up VPS, SSH, setting up Docker, Dogploy, DNS, Cloudflare. We design, develop, deploy a lot of stuff. We vibe coded. We use almost every single AI tool known to mankind, almost all models since I think we started this when it was like Sonnet 3 and GPT-4. And the Chinese models aren't there yet. It was like early DeepSeek and Kimi, but then we tested a lot. Gemini, I think it was still Gemini 2. We learned React Next.js, Vite Astro. We learned Figma. We used VS Code, Z, Anti-Gravity. I think we did Tray as well as Windsurf. We use Grok. We use GLM, Klein, and all the other amazing AI tools. Vercel, Cloudflare Workers. What else? V0. We make dashboard. We make some habit tracker app, Villa app, the 3D website, 3JS, Markdown, using Obsidian, using Terminal. What else? LazyGit, using OpenCode. Oh my god, that's crazy. My hair was long, my hair was short, and now it's long again. Free Codecamp, Codecademy, YouTube, roadmap.sh. We had like the crypto thing with Bags app. Yeah, it was crazy. We did a lot of design, a lot of... Oh my god, that is insane. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it now. Again, thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much for following, and I hope you guys enjoy it, even though I don't know, it's probably like only 3. I just really hope that I didn't really screw this up, because man, I really don't want to screw this up. So yeah, I hope everyone have a great day, great afternoon, great night, whatever time zone you are in. And as always, I'm gonna be... Alhamdulillah, bro. Alhamdulillah. It's all thanks to Allah. And this is because Ramadan, you know, Ramadan was such good timing for all the prayers and everything. Alhamdulillah. But of course, I think we still need to learn Go, because I think we need to do that. And we did try Z. We still haven't making a coding video while making the brownies. I think we should. Okay. And yeah, after I get my first paycheck, we're gonna donate to open source. We got OBS and Free Codecamp, because those two help. Without OBS, I wouldn't be here to stream with you guys. Free Codecamp help us, the DSA and everything. I failed interviews. I think in some of the interview we open rejection emails. We apply some jobs, create like the letter. But yeah, oh my god, this is insane. Again, alhamdulillah. Thank you everyone for watching. Ein wunderschönes Tag für euch alles. All my German, American, Indonesian, Indian, Pakistani and Bangladeshi, and I don't know. I'll check myself. I think my Philippines brothers and sisters that are here, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, those are the top viewers. So thank you, everyone. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna keep doing this, by the way. So I'm still gonna do it. It's just probably gonna be in a different title because it turns out I really enjoy streaming and I enjoy yapping to the internet. Because I guess in the future, once I don't know, maybe in the future, if I get to be in the future, people could just watch this, you know. I think it should be fun. It should be funny of this person just coding every single day, almost every single day, to get a job. Yeah, okay. I think that's all. Enough yapping for me tonight. Oh shit. I forgot Duolingo. I forgot. It's almost midnight. Okay, before we end, we do Duolingo first. I forgot about that. Sorry. I have 5 minutes before my streak ends. Das ist die Nachbarin. Die Rasenmäht.
Mäht.
Und das ist der. Okay. Den Rasen. Okay.
Rasen.
No, this is die. Und das
das.
ist der.
Der.
Nice. Das ist die Frau, die. Das ist das Gold, das. Das ist die Kollegin, die immer die Heizung repariert. Das ist Frau Klum, die. Unser Projektplan. Das ist das Handy. Das Telefon. Das niemand benutzt. Das ist die neue Managerin, die einen Papagei. Das ist die Chefin, die den Becher mit dem Papagei hat.
Hier sind die Praktikanten, die immer Hip-Hop hören.
Here are the interns who always listens to Hip-Hop.
Hast du jemals Eis gegessen, das gebraten war?
Ist das der Chef, der wütend ist, wenn ich faul bin? Ist das der Chef, der wütend ist, wenn ich faul bin?
Ist das
Ist das der Chef, der wütend ist, wenn ich faul bin? Ist das der Chef, der wütend ist, wenn ich faul bin?
Ist das der Chef, der
Wütend. Ist das der Chef, der wütend ist, wenn ich faul bin?
wenn ich faul bin? Das ist meine Kollegin, die einen Papagei hat. Das ist die Zahnbürste, die mein Pferd benutzt. Wo ist die Kollegin, die kein Telefon hat? Das ist die Managerin, die neue Projekt plant. Hey? Die das neue, okay, das Projekt, okay. Das ist die
neue
Managerin,
die neue. Die Manager, das neue Projekt plant.
Wunderbar. Super. Okay, dann bis morgen, Leute. Bis später. Und ich hoffe, alles wird bei Ihnen. Einen wunderschönen Tag, eine wunderschöne Nacht, einen wunderschönen Abend. Bis später. Tschüss.